Hello, beautiful, and welcome to makeup. So we are in the Zodiac season Gemini, so I thought what better way to start off the Gemini season than to do a Gemini makeup look. And not only a Gemini makeup look, but a horoscope as well, because Peel Off, oh my gosh, Peel Off has been doing ever so much research into all of the zodiac signs. So the Peel Off can not only give you an incredible makeup look, but also an accurate, factual, is going to happen horoscope. I know, you thought the Peel Off couldn't get any better? Well, here it is. Peel Off has gotten better at the moment, because Gemini is known for its yellows and its golds and its ooh la la's kind of colors. We are just getting some body paint because I cannot find gold hairspray, so I'm just adding a lot of water into it, and then I'm just rubbing it into my hair. If no one wants to sell me like straight gold, not that gold glitter kind of trash, I want just straight gold hairspray, then I'll make my own. Is this going to make my hair trash? Possibly. Do I really care? No, not really. I will just wash it. Hygiene, yes? But this does mean that for the next 12 days, Peel Off, she is going to be uploading every single day. One day for each of the zodiacs. And I thought we shall start off with Gemini because we're in the season of Gemini. I just want everything to be golden. I want it all to be golden, because this look is based not so much off like the stereotypical traits of a Gemini. No. Peel Off did such extensive research that I'm going back to the Greek mythology. When I say research, I mean that I Wikipedia'd my heart out for this one. Hair is now dry, which means we can start working on our beautiful canvas. Granted, she kind of looks a bit like a banana at the moment, but it is okay because it will work at the end of the look. Trust the process. Now we get to go on to the base, so that just means we are going to use my best friend Scene Stick, because I have some scene that I need to cover, even though I finally started a decent skincare routine, and also some foundations. That way, like, one scene is covered, but also the pigments, they are going to pop from my face, and that is what I'm ever so excited about. So I'm just going to put some Scene Stick all around my eyes. Da 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 da. I just want a musical based on my life. Granted, it would be a very short musical and there are only some key points that would be ever so entertaining, but at the same time, like, a musical nonetheless. One of those kinds of musicals where it is a bit anticlimactic, like, not to cause any dramas, but like at the same time, I went to the cinemas to watch like Into the Woods, and that is like 3 hours of my life I'm not getting back. Usually I do the foundations last, but I know what is going to happen like further into the look, because I kind of planned ahead today. I know, character development, what? So I'm going to be putting the foundations on now, because it is going to be too difficult to try and blend it later. It is not going to be just a simple like, it is going to be like a kind of situation. I need everything to be covered. Our canvas is now beautifully prepared, which means we can go on with the colors and go on with the eyeshadows and just go on with the rest of the look. So my beautiful, amazing best friend and best Babycakes Joe, he has known about this idea and this project for a while. And one time he was scrolling through Instagram and he came upon the photo and he saw this beautiful Zodiac palette. So he thought to himself, you know who could use this? You know who would enjoy this? My best friend, my best Babycakes Peel Off. So he bought me this palette. And I am so excited, and I'm just emotion. He has bought me this palette so that I can use it for all of these videos. For today, we'll be using as many colors as possible from the Gemini palette. And I'm so excited. So to start, I think I'm just going to get one of my fluffy duffy brushes, which is a soft definer. Oh! Love it. Gemini 3. I'm going to use Gemini 3, this one over here. So I'm just going to use that color just as like a good base all over everything. And then it's magnificence to left eye. So now that we have that, we just get to start deepening up the colors, deepening up the crevices, deepening up the look in general. So I'm just going to use Gemini 1, the one over here, and I'm just going to start using the same brush because I'm a messy little goddess. We're just going to use the same brush. We're just going to start packing it into like the creasy kind of part of our eye, just to kind of add a bit more depth, add a bit more, just add a bit more in general. There's just going to be a lot of layers, like an ogre in this look, and you know what? I'm not mad about that. Sometimes you just want to take some inspiration from Shrek in all aspects of your life. So now that I've used the deepest color from the Gemini selection in the Zodiac palette, I'm just going to go in with my Conspiracy collection. So I'm just going to be using Diet Root Beer just to give it a little bit more depth. I just want this eyeshadow to look heavenly. I want it to look like it should be on the red carpet. I want people to just like question their reality whenever they see my face. That is really my aim in life. It's just for people to question their reality when they meet me. Just, oh my gosh, how is she so stunning? How have I ever survived without knowing her? That kind of thing, yes. I'm of course ever so humble about the fact though. Now that the top parts of our eyes are looking stunning, it is time to make sure that the bottoms match. So I'm just going to get a smudgy brush. Where are my smudgy brushes? Ah! Dyed root beer color from the Conspiracy palette, and I'm just going to put that on my like eyelashes, like the waterish kind of line of the eyeball. But as I said, Peel Off has done extensive research into every single one of the zodiac signs because I want to create not just a look, and then when I say look, I mean L-E-W-K, not this L-O-O-K kind of thing. No, that is boring, that is basic. But what I have learned is that Gemini, you are a mutable zodiac. And you're sitting there thinking to yourself, Peel Off, what is a mutable zodiac? And you know what? I thought the exact same thing. I was like, I do not comprehend the words that you are saying to me, horoscope.com.au. Before I get more into it, I'm just going to get a different brush and use the Gemini 3 color to buff this all out. Buffy the Vampire Slayer this one out. But what mutable means is that you are adaptable. You will see a task and just be like, you know what? This part of the idea is not working. So I have to look at what is not working and I have to fix it. And you know what? I think that is a fabulous quality. Someone that can adapt, you are definitely going to win Darwinism. Now that the bottom parts of our eyes are done, we get to go on with the cut crease. To cut my crease, I just get some Cintiq and I put her on the back of my hand because she's best friend. And we know her, like the back of our hand. And she knows what we need. And more. Cream shader brush, and I am going to look down upon my enemy. And then I just simply dab and drag the scene stick all over the parts of the lid. And then I just hope that left eye, you are going to behave for me today, aren't you, Babycakes? Yes. Cut crease is now looking fabulous, and applause for left eye because left eye behaved. Yes, Babycakes, that is what I'm talking about. That is... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Gemini 7 on the inside of the cut crease, and then I'm going to follow it with Gemini 5 and then Gemini 6 on the end. That way it comes with like a little bit of an ombre effect. Ooh, ombre. Peel Off getting fancy with this one. And then I'm just going to get this like flat brush. Ooh, she's cute. Ooh, Gemini 7. But still my beating heart. Gemini 7, yeah! Okay, and now that Gemini 7 is on, we are going to flip the brush over and get some Gemini 5. Not as vibrant as Gemini 7, but that is okay. Not everything can live up to the expectations of Gemini 7. Now that the shimmer shades are now on, we are starting to look, ooh, ever so sparkly, but we can go a bit further. So I'm just going to get Gemini 8. Look at that beautiful shimmery gold color. Oh! And what I have also learned from my extensive research on Gemini is that your ruling planet is actually Mercury, which I think is kind of cool because Mercury is like a Roman god, similar to like the Greek god Hermes. So you are like ruled by the god of transporting and messaging and all those kinds of things. What I found from other parts of the research is that your zodiac isn't really known for that. So I guess it means a bit of nothing in all honesty. I'm a Sagittarius at the end of the day, so I don't really know much about Gemini. And no one in my family is a Gemini either, so like I can't really study them. And also I've been told from a young age that studying people is a little bit creepy. So I wasn't allowed to do that anymore. Now that the glitter is on and we are looking like a stunning glittery goddess, it is time to go in with the highlighter. So because this palette doesn't have any highlight shades, I am just going to use the color Jawbreaker from the palette Jawbreaker. It is like a white kind of highlighter, but it has some goldy inflection, so I know that it is just going to pair up with this look. Ooh! So stunningly, so effortlessly, everyone's going to be like, that highlight, and I'll be like, oh, it's actually a nice shadow. Versatile. We love versatility when it comes to this channel. Now that the highlight is on, we are just going to go on with the lashes and the eye feathers. What I usually do with my lashes is because they're sad, droopy, kind of lashes, I like to give them a bit of a lift with my eyelash guillotine and then just coat them with a bit of mascara just to make sure that all of the scene stick I got on them before, making them like almost obsolete, they get their color back. They get back a bit of a lift, a bit of excitement, yeah. So for the eye feathers, I am just going to be using my Kiss Pompadour lashes. So I am just going to get my pinchy boys, get them in between, not tear them as I pull them off the little doozy. Excellent. Peel Off has once again nailed it. And then use some white glue and wait for it to get a cute little blue hue, and then at that point it is tacky and good enough to onto my eyes. But the coolest thing that I found in my extensive hours, days, weeks worth of research on all of the zodiacs, and specifically today Gemini, is that the origin, the mythology behind Gemini, oh, she's a bit saucy. The Gemini twins were fathered by two different gentlemen. So one of the brothers, they were fathered by a mortal. So one of them was human, just plain human, yes? And then the other one was fathered by Zeus because the mother was seduced by a snake, which I never really understood that part of the mythology, but whatever. Either way, one was fathered by a human and one was fathered by Zeus. The almighty Zeus. They're like, the one was mortal, and because of that, when they got a bit older, the immortal one was like, hey Daddy-o, hey Zeus, can you please make my twin, my brother, my dearest brother, also like me, and also immortal? And Zeus was all like, yeah, okay then. You are now the Gemini twin constellations. You are now stars. Exist forever. But I feel as though back in those times, people did not understand that stars like supernova. So are they really immortal? So because of that mythology, that is why I'm trying to stylize this look more as a golden god than I would actual twins, because I want to focus on that part of the mythology. I want to become a golden god.
I am a golden god!
The eye feather is nice and tacky, so I'm just going to it on my skin just above my actual lashes, but not far enough that it looks like I parted the Red Sea. So we are just going to pop her on, and I'm just going to gently pinch them together to blend them into my actual lashes. She looks stunning! Excellent! Okay, so now it is time to just get left eye to join the party. Now that the eye feathers are on and we are looking fluttery freaking perfect, it is time to go on with the brows. We are getting so close to finishing up the look just as a whole. So for my brows, I don't do anything too fancy. I just like a good, thick, caterpillar brow. I love Cara Delevingne brows. Also, like, Peel Off has definitely tried the Instagram brow, and you know how when you go to like a photo frame store and you look at some of the frames and you're like, oh, that is stunning. Yes, I need all of my photos in that one frame. Thank you very much. Take my money. Goodbye. But then you also have those frames and you're like, it is a choice. Instagram brows are like that for me. Like, for some reason, as soon as I do an Instagram brow, it frames my face so weirdly that I almost look lopsided, and that isn't because they aren't even. It's too sharp. It doesn't look like my face. So what I do instead is I just fill them in so they are just a little bit thicker, a little bit darker, and then I just spike them up so that they have a bit of a, oh, okay, I see you. Oh, saucy, yeah, it's a little bit juicy. Now that the brows are done and we are looking, ooh, so fluffy duffy, it is time to go on with the final bits and pieces of the look. So what I want to do first is do my typical kind of contour with my best friend Marky Mark, and I'm just going to get this brush. I know it is this brush because one of the sides is my contour color. I don't really have to look, I just have to be like, whoop, the one with a touch of melanin to it. So I just do a fish face and a light dust. And then for my nose, just a cute little flick and a cute little flick. Now that our light dusting of contour is on, it is time to go in with the big gun. So I am today stealing, but like what else do sisters do? I'm stealing my sister's highlighter palette. She's a little bit worse for wear, but that is okay. And I'm going to be using that all over my face. And then maybe this for the contour. That way I get a real like gold shimmery kind of effect all over. Because I am what?
The golden god!
I want to be glistening everywhere. Does everyone remember the highlighter challenge? Well, this is it 2.0, baby cake. I know what you all have been waiting for, and that is the horoscope. You're sitting on the edge of your seats being like, Peel Off, come on. I need to know what is happening to me this week, yes? Yes, well don't worry. Here it is, baby cake. And remember, I've done so much research into it that this is not a prediction. This is a fact. This is exactly what is going to happen to you tomorrow. You are going to wake up and you are going to think everything is fine. Everything is exactly the same. Nothing has changed whatsoever. Until someone says good morning, as people usually do, and then all of a sudden you realize that your voice is so different. It is not your voice. Instead, it is the voice of your favorite cartoon character. I know, wild. So if Marge Simpson is your favorite cartoon character, you're just going to be talking to people like, that kind of thing, right? So if I was a Gemini, which I am not, my favorite cartoon character is a lovely gentleman called Todd from Bojack Horseman. He is just always like, hooray, Todd. I am not good at impersonations, but I feel as though my makeup tutorials would be going from this kind of voice to something along the lines of, and then we get the highlighter and we put it all over our face. Hooray, Todd. That was such an insult to the creators of Bojack Horseman. I am so sorry. I love Todd. He is my favorite character, I swear. I know it is a little bit beyond the possibilities. I know it is a little bit beyond our suspension of disbelief, but Pilaf would not lead you astray. Pilaf is a genuine, wholesome lady. I know exactly what is going to happen in the world to every single zodiac. I have looked at the charts, I've looked at the stars, I've looked at the planets, and I have gathered my thoughts on how they are collecting and what is going to happen to every single one. And Gemini, I promise you that tomorrow you are waking up and you will be speaking exactly like your favorite cartoon character all day for 24 hours. So you know what? If you want to film some funny things that your favorite character could say, I would do that, because like that, make sure that this is not a missed opportunity, yes? Should be really fun though. I'm kind of excited to see all of the Geminis in the world doing the exact same thing at once. All of these cartoon characters talking to each other. It is going to be grand. Now that we are looking glowy and golden all over, I'm just going to be using the bronzed color on my contour brush, and I'm just going to re-contour with that. Maybe I didn't have to contour before, but also, as I said, it is the little details. Hooray, Todd! I make him sound like Sloth from the Goonies, and I promise I do not mean to. I'm not good at the impersonations. Ooh, she's a good contour though. And then the third last step is just to get our symbols on. So we're just going to get some white body paint for this one. I feel as though white is going to stand out a little more than all of the other colors, but I feel as though black is a little bit too heavy. We don't want to do that, yes? So I'm just going to get some white on the brush, and I am just going to double check the symbol is going to be correct, and I'm going to be putting one on my chinny chin chin. Now that we have our cute little mirror image symbols on, we are just going to go on with the lipsticks. So I'm just using the Shiny Cakes metallic lipstick from the Conspiracy collection, and I'm just going to put it on my lips. I don't have a lip liner. I never use them. Like, I do have lip liners now, thank you to the beautiful Monique, but I haven't figured out how to use them and draw within the lines. I'm still learning. I'm practicing off camera. Oh, I'm going to be so shiny. This is so exciting. Okay, this is so exciting. Okay, so all I need now is the heavies. Okay, all I need now is the heavies. This is the composure Pilaf. So this is it for the makeups look. This is it for the actual makeups, but because it is Pilaf channel, we just take it a little bit of a step further, yes? So when Pilaf say golden god, Pilaf mean golden god! Oh, I'm so excited. So this is going to be it for the finished look. I'm going to put it on, and not look at myself in the viewfinder, so that I can have the legitimate reaction when I have a look in my mirror. Okay, are we ready? Are we set? Oh! Oh my gosh! I'm a golden god. 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 Oh! This looks so good! Oh! Bask in my glory, for Pilaf is a
golden god!
Oh, I look so good. If you cannot tell, Pilaf is very proud of herself right now. I look incredible. I wish that I could wear this every day and not have people question me as to like my mental stability. I look incredible. Now the Pilaf has the headpiece on, and she's a stunning golden goddess. And because all the makeups is on, including our cute little symbols, the beautiful gold eyes, the shiny golden skin, and because Pilaf is a legitimate beauty goddess on YouTube, there is only one thing left to do, and that is a sexy, a slow mouse. Boom. Pilaf is so good, Pilaf is so good, Pilaf is so good. Okay, but so now that sexy slow mo's are done, Pilaf is a golden goddess, her headpiece is on, her makeup is done, and because the horoscopes are done too, there's nothing left to do. That is it for today's video. But usually Pilaf gets a little bit sad when she has to say her goodbyes, has to say farewell. But today I'm not as sad. Why? Because I'm back tomorrow. I am back tomorrow for another video. There are going to be so many videos coming at you. You're not going to know what to do. You're going to be so overwhelmed by my beauty and my magnificence. Before I do say a complete and 100% goodbye, I just need you all to know one very incredibly important thing, and that is, no matter how your makeup looks, whether it is something a little bit natural, something bare, something nothing at all, touch of moisturizer, a bit of highlight, some lip glossy, or it is something very glamorous, red carpet ready, ooh la la, oh my goodness, or it is something something a little bit more artistic, avant-garde, something a little bit more cartoonish, no matter where you sit on the makeup spectrum, just know the beauty. She is from the inside, yes? She is from the inside out. Your beauty is within you. Yes, and Pilaf knows this for a fact because I have gotten to know every single one of you so incredibly well. And my life is better for it, yes? Yes, and because I know that my life is better for it, you know whose lives will also be better for it? The world's lives! The world's lives will be better for it when they know how incredible, stunning, magnificent, oh my gosh, you are! They need to know. So, you need to go out into the world, spiritually, metaphorically at the moment. Go out, I just scratched my nose. That hurt. She's fine, she survives. You need to go out there into the world, spiritually, metaphorically at the moment, but you need to go out there into the world and show them how stunning you are, how magnificent you are, how intelligent you are, how beautiful you are, how perfect you are in every shape, way, and form. That way their lives finally, after all of this time have meaning. They need to know your stunningness in order for their lives to have meaning. And while you are out there in the world, showing them how stunning and you are, do not forget what dear mother always say. If you can't say something nice, say something cruel.